Hello, 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 dreamers. Perla here, as always. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We would love to have you. So this is Aries, Taurus, Cusp. There is this sense here of like either walking away or secluding yourself, making some type of separation between you and either one person or a group of people. I keep on hearing this saying that we have in Spanish, mejor solo que mal acompañado. Better off alone than in bad company. And again, this may be a group of friends, this may be setting certain parameters or certain structurals around like friend groups or family groups or something like that, where there's just this matter, like to be honest with you, the main energy here is you in seclusion or you alone. Not connecting with certain people the way that you used to, not being interested in the same things the same way that you used to, and no longer putting yourself in situations or in positions where you are uncomfortable, where you feel that you are not growing, where you feel that nothing can come of it, if that makes sense, right? Well, what does that look like? Okay. An example would be like, let's say if you have a group of friends where all they do is gossip, right? All they do is gossip about other people, or all they do is like trash other people, whatever it is. There's something within your spirit that is no longer, and when I say no longer, it's like maybe to a certain extent you would tolerate it and you just be like, that's just how they are, like, that's them and I'm not going to try to change them. And that's fine. But now it's like your spirit cannot even tolerate being around that energy. Because it's like whenever you try to put a stop to it, or whenever you bring it to their attention that there's so much more that we could be doing, there's so much more that we can be talking about, you get dismissed. And it's like your spirit is no longer wanting to deal with that, right? No longer wanting to deal with the dismissiveness of what it is that you actually want to talk about, what it is that you actually want to do, right? So you are definitely moving away or disconnecting with groups of people that are no longer in alignment with where it is that you are now, right? So that doesn't mean that you stop hanging around with everybody that drinks or everybody that gossips or anything like that. It's about like intentionally putting yourself in those types of environments, right? So another example could be like if my cousins are having like a dinner party or they're having like an event and things like that, I go even though I don't drink, even though I know alcohol is something that is going to be the main event, right? I still go and I have my water, and I don't drink. It's not because I don't like it or I don't want to. It's just I don't feel the need to. Like I'm not called to it. Like if I wake up tomorrow and I'm like, oh, I want a glass of wine, I would have it. But I never go out with the intention to drink. Does that make sense? But I also don't deprive myself from connecting with family members that drink. But if let's say every weekend they're going to the bar, or every weekend they're going to the club, that's not something that I'm doing because that's not something that my spirit wants. It's not something that is in alignment with me. Does that make sense? Does that clear it up? Because that's kind of like the energy that I'm picking up. It's not that you are just outing everybody out. You're just structuring your relationships and your connections with people in a different way, so it is going to look a little different moving forward. Some people may take extreme offense to it, but to be honest with you, you're just like, whatever, like this is where I'm at right now. You're very, contempt is not necessarily the word. I feel like you're very happy with like where you are right now and the things that you're choosing to focus on. I feel that you're trying to live more of like a spiritual life. You're trying to listen to your spirit a little bit more. You're trying to live life in a different way, and that may come across to certain individuals in your life as you thinking like, I don't know, you are going to get backlash from certain people saying, oh, you think you're better than us, or you think you're high and mighty is one that people love to use, when in reality it's just you're shifting to a different timeline. You're in a different frequency. You're seeing life in a different way, and there's nothing wrong with that. Anything else that they need to know? There is like a slight headache coming through, so just be mindful of that. Some of you, a little bit more hydration, drinking a little bit more water is needed. There is definitely something about like an activation here. It's weird because it's definitely like your third eye feeling more activated, but is the headache or the pulsing from it is usually, when I usually feel them for when I'm doing readings, is usually right in the center. But yours is gravitating more from the left, like so it's coming from here all the way to the center, to the center, to the center. It's about remembering who you are, remembering your gifts, Remembering your gifts is what I keep on hearing. Remembering your gifts. Starting to use your gifts, or starting to trust your gifts. Starting to trust your intuition. Paying attention to dreams. Something about ashes. I don't know. What do you do with ashes? I don't know. I mean, I have ashes, but they didn't say what kind of ashes. But yeah, something about ashes. I don't know. Ashes. Maybe you have some, like, a loved one's ashes. Maybe they want to be displayed in a certain way. There's something about, like, ashes want to be front and center during this time. The all-encompassing hand. You are being held during this time. I feel that every decision that you're making during this week is divinely guided. I feel like Spirit has your back, and you feel very held, and you feel very, very loved and very protected. And I feel that that's why you are allowing yourself to walk away from these environments that are no longer serving you, from these environments that bring you no more satisfaction anymore. There's no joy. There's nothing there other than just like, like, I could be home, like, reading about aliens or something. I don't know. Like, I just say, like, the things that used to bring you joy, or the things that you were interested in doing in the past, are now being replaced with things that are actually like, oh, okay, so that's where it is. So the things that used to feed your physical body are now being replaced by the things that are feeding your spirit and your soul. And I love that for you. Well, guys, that is all that I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing. Guys, take care. Love you all. Bye bye.